You're listening to the Talkative Introvert Podcast.
I'll pay it forward later.
How?
I'll do 2 episodes.
Oh, yeah? Without me?
No, you can be here.
Okay. Season 5. Nothing
Season
but
5.
Danny.
It's just all, even if you're not here, it's just like a voiceover of you.
Yes.
Permanent guest.
Yes. Kind of like Joe Rogan has Jamie. I'll just be in the background. And you go, hey, Danny, look that up.
That's what I was telling Brandon. He doesn't have to be like talking the whole time. He could be that person that's always laughing in the background or like
Yeah, I'll be the laugh
there's,
track.
so there's no dead air.
Yeah, I'll be the laugh track.
the little henchman.
And then I'll say, so this is awkward when it's too quiet for too long.
That's so cringy.
That definitely wouldn't make it awkward.
No.
All right, fine. I'll just act natural.
Just act
Artificially.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
I guess so.
Okay, I've been recording though this whole time.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Are
Oh,
you
great.
nervous? What? Did you not want that in there?
I don't care.
I never know how to do the intro part.
You just do it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Just Nike.
That's a good option.
Shoot. I forgot.
Are you going to play
Fix it.
Linus Tech Tips?
We'll fix this. Ready?
You're listening to the Talkative Introvert Podcast.
There.
And go.
That's so. I don't like hearing my voice. I don't know why I do this. I like have to listen to my own voice talk.
There's been times when Sydney first started the streaming, I would be watching at the same time as playing the game, and I'd hear the delay and hear my voice and go, "No, I don't like that."
Yeah.
I'm gonna be quiet from now on.
It's weird. I pretend it's a different person because the voice in my head doesn't sound the same.
Not even close. I
Yeah.
hate my voice.
What does your head voice sound like?
Cooler,
Yeah.
not so lame. I don't
You
know.
have a nice voice.
People say that, but in my head, sure, sounds fine. Hearing it, hate it, don't like it.
So are you gonna listen to this episode?
Up until I hear my voice, and then
You guys literally started the episode.
I'll listen to it.
Okay.
Just
just
have Sydney
pretend.
listen to it first, and then she'll just give you the play-by-play.
She'll give you the spark notes.
Okay. Okay. Can you title it "Not Me" so I don't think it's me when I listen to it?
So am I supposed to put not Danny?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
With not Danny.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, anyways, probably should introduce you guys. So joining me is Danny, our good friend. Is that what we want to call Danny?
I guess.
Brandon's secret lover.
Brandon's secret lover. And then my husband, Brandon. Oh, I thought you were going to say something. Like,
Oh,
hi.
what, am I supposed to say something? Okay.
Usually people say something.
Hi.
Hi. Fantastic.
Thanks.
Lovely.
Don't be nervous.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm totally cool.
I think Danny is. 'Cause what are you doing? Oh, you're petting Link.
Yeah, so he doesn't bark. Not playing with myself, playing with the dog.
Not there. Not right now.
Oh my god. This is gonna be a long one to edit.
Just a bunch of unusable footage.
I'm really glad I don't record. Wait, so when Sydney does her, do they actually see her? Like her
Yeah.
live stream?
Yeah.
You should. It would be extremely entertaining. Stop.
I would have to clean the office all the time.
That's another thing. Not only do I hate my voice, I don't really like to look at me. So I don't know how she does that.
Yeah, she's listening
Yeah.
to herself and looking at herself.
Yeah. And knowing that people can see and hear her. I could not do that.
Yeah, because I only did one visual podcast, and I couldn't even get through like the first minute. I was like, it's good enough. Go ahead.
Success. We're done.
It's fine.
Hey, like what? Who's this monster? Who?
What?
What? Is that not what you guys think? Okay, me neither. I was just kidding.
I just look really mean. Like, very unhappy.
I do weird stuff in my game room, like playing games, like bite my nails and like pick zits and stuff. I would lose focus and realize people are watching me.
You're like poking your nose.
Yeah, and I'm picking my nose and
Yeah, or like forget that you're on camera and you start doing stuff that you wouldn't do if people were watching.
yeah, like you see all the stream fails, and I would hate to be a part of that. So just avoid it completely.
Because it's live, you know? I don't want to do live, because then you can't edit anything out.
Yeah, there's probably someone recording it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Any mistake you make,
It's gonna be there forever.
yeah.
And it's going to forever be a meme or something.
But isn't that how you would profit, though? You
I
do
guess.
something silly
You have
or
to
funny.
roll with it and be okay with it, but there's people that make really odd mistakes. I don't know if I would be able to imagine being the person that's just really digging for gold in your nose.
You're just going to be that guy.
Yeah.
You just be known as that guy all the time, your whole life.
Yeah, it's kind of like people in high school, huh? That have their weird quirks that they do in class, and then you
Like
just
the
remember
train
them as that
guy.
forever. Yeah, the train
Or
guy.
the,
That's all you're ever gonna know them as.
he works with trains now.
Well, good. He's living his dream. And you know what? He's probably happier than most people.
Living his life. Do you know the train guy?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I
I'm
think
not gonna
he's
say
my
his
grade.
name, but
I
yeah,
think-
he's very obsessed with trains in high school.
How obsessed? Like he could
Always
not
had
have
a train shirt. He wore. Doesn't
He
he have, like,
would
a-
wear like
the
the
conductor-
conductor's
yeah.
hat sometimes.
Is he the type of person to go stand by a train track and record trains going by for fun?
Well, I followed him at
Probably.
one point, and all his posts were about trains.
Trains are cool.
Trains
Like,
are
but
cool.
everything's and now he works with trains.
I don't see a problem with that.
There,
He had
I don't
there
think there's
wasn't a
problem with this.
problem. He was just kind of socially awkward,
Yeah.
though. He is, socially awkward. Okay, well, anyways. So, I guess, I don't know if it's really a topic for this episode, but remember I was texting you, like, what we should talk about?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if you remember that you said this during the campfire, or when we went camping.
Was it when we went camping?
Mhm.
Or? Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
around the campfire.
Okay, because
We were having our deep talks around the campfire.
Well, we had a lot
at
of
like
twisted
2 in the
teas.
morning.
There's a lot of Asahi and Twisted Teas to be had around the campfire.
They washed up on shore, luckily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also a lot of the tents and trucks and stuff washed up on shore. By the way,
People are not going to understand what you guys are talking
We were trying out for the show alone, and luckily the shore we found, all of the supplies we needed, like flint and steel, shovels, axes, they washed up on shore. Even a big ice chest full of food.
And 2 big trucks.
Yeah, it worked
Yeah,
out
we got
perfectly.
lucky.
We got real lucky.
and hatchets and
Yeah.
machetes and boy, we would have been dead.
We were watching camping videos after that because we were like, I want to go camping again, but just not when it's really hot. So we were watching like snow camping stuff, and they're literally in the snow, and the guy just does his flint and steel. And
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's like no problem. Just
Yeah, it pisses me off watching people that actually know how to use it versus us when it took
half an hour.
a good hour.
And then there was 3 of us just like, having our little dried leaves and stuff, and you just come out with the fire starter.
I never did that. We used flint and steel the whole time.
Okay.
We didn't cheat.
I don't get it. And it wasn't. It was snow camping too, so everything's wet. So how is he just?
And they're just chopping wood from the trees.
Yeah, we had dried seasoned wood, and it still wouldn't go.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like 80 degrees. How does that work?
I'm like, the one time we want to start a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing that lighter fluid washed up on shore.
Yeah.
Is lighter fluid?
And lighters.
Did we?
It was there if we needed it.
Oh.
It just washed up. And there was a blowtorch that washed up too. That was nice.
That
case we
shore
needed it.
was very plentiful.
Yeah.
It was also very, very far from my campsite. But during that, you said something that like I kept thinking about, and I was like, that would be a good episode. But you said the older you got, the more you realize that people just suck.
That's true.
Yeah. And it's, I don't know if it's just because of me, but also how you start a lot of your episodes. You ask if people are introvert, extrovert, or thinking about
Listen to my episodes?
Yes, I listen to your episodes, but listening to the intro, thinking about it, like, I'd have to say I am more towards intro because I just don't like talking to people. Not because I don't like people, but I just feel exhausted talking. But then thinking about how you brought that up, I think it's because realizing as time went on, people's intentions towards other people are just not pure. They don't care. And I think as time went on, I realized that more and more. And it was, I guess, eye-opening and helpful to realize that I didn't need to put that much effort into people, knowing that they probably didn't actually care about me.
Yeah.
And people suck. They have bad intentions. They don't care. It's kind of, I guess you could say, depressing, but in my case, it's very true.
Would you say that people's intentions become selfish as you kind of get older and you start seeing it more?
A lot of old friends, acquaintances, you start to realize that there are the few people that are good, and those are the ones that kind of stick around, but you notice the people that don't really ask or do anything for you unless it's in it for them. And as soon as I started realizing that, it was, at first it was rough, but then you're like, okay, now I can focus on the real people that matter, and the rest of them can kind of just go on their way. And a good way to test that out is like the tried and true, don't text anybody, see who texts you first.
Yeah.
And it's something you have to do if you're comfortable with yourself, because a lot of people don't text. So
I've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done that plenty of
That's
times.
a very good way to do it.
Yeah. It's rough at first when you realize, like, shit, a lot of people aren't going to text me. But then the people that do, I felt like if I put more effort into those people, it made a much more better, horrible English, a much better friendship with those people.
You're like closer to them.
Yeah, understanding that they have good intentions. They're good people. They're not a part of the people that suck.
Yeah.
And just kind of going from there.
It's kind of like that saying, they ask what you're doing, not how you're doing.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So they'll only get in contact with you if they need something from you, versus just randomly asking you how you're doing without any strings attached.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
it's a rough thing to understand in the beginning, but I think like once you do understand it and realize that it's not such a bad thing, it's a lot easier to kind of pick through what selfish, but what works better for you and a person, like an opposite person.
Yeah.
The numbers get smaller, but the numbers become more valuable.
Yeah.
a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's why, like, well, for us, like, our friend group kind of dwindled down.
A very small, tight group of people.
Yeah, because without naming names, I spent so much time trying to appease a lot of friends. And then realizing that I could never appease them. I didn't fit in with them. They didn't really care if I fitted in. And then once I quit trying to put on that sort of facade and just being me,
Yeah.
the real people stuck back, and it became much more enjoyable for at least me.
Yeah. Because then it kind of goes hand in hand with what we were talking about too, like growing out of people.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not necessarily like the person is a bad person, but you just grow out of each other, have different interests, different goals in life, stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's nothing against the other people. It's just understanding that it just probably wasn't a good fit.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't enough connection for either you or them to really make it work.
Yeah, it just wasn't meant to be a long-term friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have a friend, and she was like my best friend, and we hung out all the time. But it got to the point where like she clearly had different goals and different like aspirations, and she eventually like had a kid, and like got married and all that stuff. And I kind of got tired of reaching out to her and did the thing that you did, and just completely stopped texting, and I just never got a text back.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, you know. And I get it. She's growing her family, and she's taking care of that, and that's her goal and what she wants to do.
Yeah.
But I don't have kids.
There's no point in putting effort into something that someone else isn't putting effort into.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like I totally cut those people out. If they're still friends, but if they ever needed something, like dire situation, I'd be more than happy to help.
Mm-hmm.
But the sort of day-to-day, how you doing, what are you doing, there's no point in it because there's not a lot of connection, I guess. It's not going to go anywhere.
It's like turns into a tiered friendship type thing. Where
Yeah.
You got your close friends, you got your friends who are your friends,
Yeah.
and then people who are acquaintances. You have like your tiers or whatever, and then what you're willing to do for each tier of friend.
Brandon and Mia, S tier.
Yay.
Yeah.
The stupid tier?
Yeah.
So stupid.
Just cut that.
No.
Can't.
No.
Can't cut it.
Yeah. She's cut too much at this point. We need an episode.
We need something. We're only 20 minutes in.
It's about 2 minutes of usable audio.
Just 2 minutes. I hope not just 2 minutes.
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah. Like I said, either the best or the worst. You're running a very high gamble right now. I don't know at what point it was though. Kind of realizing as you're growing up, like who you want to be around. I don't remember the time where I was like, "Wow, Brandon and me are cool," but there was like a sort of gray area where I was still mainly talking to like our other friends. Because I didn't know you guys very well. I'm like, man, do they like me or not? And I never really pursued trying to be like close friends with you guys. And I don't know what started it where me and you started talking again.
Because that was just like recently, like this year.
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
It was just like Fortnite.
I think it's
maybe.
I think it has a lot to do with Bo too, because Mia and I were talking about that too. How playing, okay, this sounds stupid, but playing Fortnite over the past year, it made me realize how much in common I have with Bo or our friend Ben.
Yeah.
Does he not want to be mentioned?
He didn't say that. I just don't. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure I mentioned it once, maybe.
But
he's being mentioned now.
Yeah.
Made me realize, like, wow, I kind of wish that I took more time to, like hang out, get to know him better or whatever,
Yeah.
And then like him and I would talk about you, and then that's when we started talking. I don't know. It's just kind of one of those weird things where you just start thinking about someone that you used to hang out with and you haven't talked to in a while, and then you just kind of want to talk to them. It's weird. I don't really know how to explain it.
I don't remember there ever being like a key topic that started it, but we ended up started talking a lot. And as time went on, I was like, wow, I really regret not trying to make a friendship with these guys sooner.
Yeah.
Well, I think we just didn't really know each other either.
That's a huge part of it too, is that we didn't really hang
you
out
weren't
enough
there
to
a lot.
know.
Like, I don't remember you a lot.
I never fit in.
Like,
And
I went to a different school, so never saw.
Oh, so you didn't know the same people?
Yeah, and then just life kind of separated, and it was just never quite a part of that. So I think it was tough.
That makes sense.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
It's weird because I understand exactly what you're feeling or what you felt or what you thought, but the difference is that I tried to make it work versus you're just like, screw this. And then in the end, it's just like I realized this isn't for me.
Yeah. I spent too many times trying that, of really trying to force the issue and make it work and like fit in. And I just never did with a lot of people. And it took a lot of energy, and just got a lot happier with just playing games by myself or with Sydney or with you guys. Is all right. I don't need all these people. I can just have a core group and be okay with it.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to play Phasma together.
We never did.
Yeah, we did.
We said we were going to. We got, I think, a few of us in the lobby, and then something happened, and then I had to leave, and then we never got back to playing.
That was that last time, but we have played together because I remember specifically Sydney walking, like talking
Thanks
the whole
for the
time.
Invitation.
No,
We haven't played Faz. No.
I'm pretty sure we had.
We might have at least one.
Yeah, at least once, because I remember Sydney like yelling for the ghost, and you're like, "Shut up! They can hear you."
I don't think that was me.
No, it was
No,
you. Because
you
we
got a
would never
dream.
play with Sydney just by herself.
She doesn't like Faz.
Yeah, I know, because we only played that one time.
I don't know about that. Did we?
Ask her.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay, well, I would like to play more Faz.
I know. I haven't played it in a really long time.
I love that game.
Yeah.
Would she ever live stream that one? I feel like that one would be funny.
That would be fun to live stream it when all four of us are playing. That would be great.
We could have 4 screens of all of us.
And we have to be like, it has to be dark, you know, with all the lights off.
No cheating, headphones on, pitch black room.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
It's just Brandon screaming the whole time.
Yeah.
No, I don't scream.
See, the technique is to pretend like you're in charge playing Faz and force people to go in and find the information for you.
We're gonna like listen back to this in like 10, 20 years. I think like, man, we were dumb 30-year-olds. Oh wait, you're not even 30.
1 year away.
You're 1 year away.
That's scary.
It is.
How old are you guys?
I'm 31.
Yeah?
No, Brandon's 31, but he'll be 32 this year.
Scary. Yeah, growing up, did you ever have people ask you, where did you see yourself in 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
I could never answer that question. And now that I'm 30, it's scary. Because I still don't know where I'm going to be.
And I'm like, I wonder what I'm gonna do when I grow up.
Yeah.
Like, who am I gonna be? No, I think like at this point, I'm pretty aware of who I am.
Yeah, I think that part of it is set for me, but seeing the future is tough. I've never had a good grasp of like how to plan and expect the future.
Yeah.
Just kind of roll with it, but it's scary because I don't know about you guys. Kids are really not an option for me.
We're not having kids.
That's why I'm not scared, because this is it. This is our life. This is how our life is gonna be. Because we're not gonna have kids.
I like how things are.
Yeah.
You know, if we had kids, they can't touch anything in this room.
Yeah.
Like everything would just break.
My whole house would have to change. Mm-hmm. But I want that stereotypical sitting on the porch in rocking chairs with Sydney, but like with your spouse just in the sunset and life's over. The end. That's all I think of, is because I can't expect or imagine what would happen up until then.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what would happen up until then. There might be a zombie apocalypse. Who knows?
If there is,
we know where to go.
And I think we would be very well prepared. We have lots of corn.
There's luckily
2 cases of corn.
Yeah.
And a lot of spam.
Did Brandon tell you
Yeah.
about
So
that?
Hearing you
grandpa?
guys talk about your go bags.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. And how you have Spam. Have you seen those civilian MRE things?
We've
Yeah.
bought some before.
Yeah.
Tried them out,
Some
yeah.
of them are good, and some of them are like, this is
Salty.
trash.
Yeah.
Some of them are. A lot of them are really salty. Some of them are pretty good though. But if I was super hungry, they're pretty good.
Yeah, if that's your only option.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that they're unedible, because they're not. They're actually pretty good. I think it's just some of them are very salty.
We would
Yeah.
have to depend on a shore to wash food up, and I don't think we could do that.
And hopefully trucks too.
Yeah. That's one thing. I hate electric vehicles. But in like a zombie apocalypse or where the world ended, you can't really get gas, and gas does go bad, but you could always recharge a vehicle.
Like a solar panel car or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
That's a
the
good point.
unfortunate truth. Because gasoline, at the most, has a shelf life of 9 years, maybe,
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
So basically,
But
Walking
average
Dead
3
is
years.
they shouldn't be able to use their cars.
Well, Walking Dead, I don't think.
oh, well, their time frame actually is a lot shorter than.
Yeah, because I think they were getting to that 9-year point at the end, and gas technically would still be good.
You just have to use a
just have to
lot
get lucky.
more of it.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
potency, kind of like
Yeah.
medication.
Yeah.
And then, like after that point, it starts to gel up. It turns into just Jello.
Ew. That's gross.
It's edible.
Gasoline?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Try it.
Okay, I'll get back to you next week.
You get like really bad farts. You
You're
light it
really
on fire.
gassy.
Oh my god. Anyways, I forgot what we were talking about.
Zombie apocalypse.
Oh, yeah.
There wouldn't be people around.
Have you ever watched what is it? Last Man on Earth or
Yes.
With Tandy?
Tandy?
Yes.
Will Arnett. Yeah, that's
And,
such a good show.
Who's the guy from Parks and Rec? Right? He was in it? No, that's a different show.
No, it's what's her
Kristen
name?
Shaw.
Yeah, Kristen Shaw.
Coco.
And Will
How do you
Arnett.
guys think you would fare in like a zombie apocalypse or like just an apocalypse where the world ended?
I mean, I would prefer the Last Man on Earth version than a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
You know, because everyone just
Yeah,
died.
I would too.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no zombies.
People
no one's
just
trying to
disappeared.
kill you. We could pick out whatever house we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could pretend to live like millionaires
Yeah.
and scavenge through rich people's houses and stuff. That'd be cool.
In.
And poop in a pool and use that as your toilet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something you want to do?
that's what he did in the show. His pool was his toilet.
That was disgusting.
Is it though?
He cut a hole in the jump board and he would just poo in it every day.
That would
Peaceful.
stink.
Imagine living in like South Lake Tahoe in the biggest house looking over a mountain and just pooping in a pool.
That's
That'd be nice.
disgusting.
Who's gonna judge you? Everyone's gone.
Yeah, but I want my life to still be not full of poop.
Well, you have other houses that could be
Oh,
your
so
poop
that'll
house.
just like we'll just move houses, and when it's full of poop, we just go to the next one.
Yeah, because at that point there's no plumbing or running water, so you're just gonna go in a toilet and it's gonna sit. Yeah, I didn't
Anyway,
think
so-
about that.
So, anyways, I think we would fare. I think we would fare better than the average person.
During the zombie apocalypse or the
Like
virus?
either one, because having already thought this through.
I mean,
lot.
we thought we would do well camping.
We
Like-
did. We did fantastic.
I'm thinking like if it happened and we're here at home.
Oh, with
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
okay.
So
But you couldn't.
if we were here at home,
So does everyone just magically die? Let's create a scenario. Does everyone magically die, or is there
we'll
something?
say zombie apocalypse.
Zombie apocalypse, you couldn't stay at home.
Yeah, maybe.
This is a very populous area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Like, you would
have
fare
to-
well if you're like Shingle Springs or like Cameron
you'd
Park.
have to get out of here.
Yeah. You would have to get. We're too close to the city. There's too many people.
But yeah, this is from the beginning, though. So from the beginning, we would be home, right?
Yeah.
Apocalypse happens. I would
Let's not name our neighbors. So you'll call our neighbors
call Simon and Theodore
and Garfunkel.
and let them know what's going on and say, hey, I don't know how well prepared you guys are. I'd be willing to offer you guys arms in exchange for forming a group, and then we go try to find a place to go to.
Okay, so you're like Rick, where you want a civilization.
You want to form
of
a
people.
community.
Well, I want just
I wouldn't
because-
call
because
our
I know
neighbors.
them well
though.
enough.
I'd call Danny or like call.
Well, yeah,
people we
obviously
know.
I'll call you too, but
Brandon never
I'm just
called
saying.
me.
I'm just saying because they're immediately right next to us. Right?
Oh,
So this is like
sure.
the beginning, right?
Okay.
So
So everyone's informed already that the
Well, because-
apocalypse has started.
yeah, so you want to
Or does
inform the
Brennan have
people around
inside
you.
information?
Yeah.
The Pentagon
the-
called him directly.
So you want to
Started.
create, you want to have some sort of security in your immediate area initially, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what I would try to do. Call you,
a
call my
lot of-
mom, call our moms and stuff, and say, hey, meet us here, or we figure out some rendezvous point, and then drive to.
We'd drive up to your
Crevice.
grandpa's if he'll let us in. Do you think your grandpa will let us in?
Well, yeah, he's already offered that. And then
So you'd be willing to trust, yes, they're neighbors, but essentially strangers in a dire situation.
these two for sure. The one across the street, I don't know him that well, but these two for sure, because I know them pretty well.
What if he listens to this and he's like, wow, I thought me and Brandon were good friends and he doesn't trust me?
Well, we don't talk very
I-
much, so I don't think you would think that.
I don't even know that they know our names.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're safe then.
How do you know his name?
because I've talked to him.
Because
Oh.
he's thought of this plan and he's trying to get people's background.
Are you the type of person? So Brandon waves and says hi to everybody. He knows our neighbors and like he has everyone's numbers.
Oh, hell no. I don't want to. Because I want to not have to worry about people. I'll wave and I'll be nice, but don't ask me for anything.
Well, the whole number thing isn't my doing. It's just a product of being nice to my neighbors and then talking to them, and then it just happens to be that way.
I
when-
don't.
Like
Who
when
asked for the number?
it's kind of a mutual thing. With Sam, it was a
Simon?
mutual thing. I mean, Simon. We were just
I guess it doesn't matter.
discussing other troubled neighbors, and then we both exchanged numbers because of, like if something happens with some of these weird neighbors that we
Yeah.
have, that's when we exchanged numbers, but it wasn't anyone asking for it. We just kind of mutually agreed to exchange our numbers. And then with Theodore, it was New Year's a couple of years ago or whatever that was,
Was it New Year's?
when they invited
Oh,
me.
when you disappeared for like almost an
Well,
hour.
they had a telescope, and I want to know what they were doing. They had a telescope out front, and I was like,
It's
"Hey,
like
what are you guys
4th of
looking
July
at?"
or something.
Staring into your guys' bedroom.
And
Well,
then we
we
were
were
talking
just-
for a while.
We were just like watching TV, getting ready for like I think New Year's or 4th of July for fireworks or whatever.
New
Oh
Year's.
no, it's 4th of July because they were doing
No,
fireworks.
it was New Year's.
Whatever. Anyways, I was at home and Brandon went outside for whatever reason, and then I realized after I've like been on my phone for 45 minutes to an hour, I was like, wait, Brandon has never gone. He hasn't come
I was
back.
getting something from my truck.
I was like, where is he? He's full on in the neighbor's house, hanging out with them.
I've never been in any of my neighbors' houses.
Yeah, me neither. I'm like, how does this happen? How are you so social?
Well, you know that saying, if everyone around you is an asshole, maybe you're the asshole?
Oh, I am.
Maybe I should redo how my life is. Like, maybe people suck, maybe I suck.
Oh,
Because I don't care to know anyone like that.
me
I
neither.
don't want to see the inside of their house. I don't want their number. I don't want to know them.
Because now it's to the point where every time you go outside, people want to talk to you.
Yeah.
But people don't talk to me.
Yeah,
Well,
that's good.
it's just because they had to. When I walked out there getting something from my truck, they were out there looking through a telescope at the stars and stuff. And then I asked, "What are you guys doing? Like, what are you guys looking at?" Because I got curious, and that's how it all started. And then I started talking to them, and he's like, "You want to come inside? It's cold out here." And then that's when I went inside and started talking to them.
See, for me, it would be an internal thought of, what are you doing? And then I'd just never talk to them.
You wouldn't
I
verbally
would just
say
go back
it.
inside and go, hey, look what they're doing, and talk about it inside.
Well, I wanted to look through the telescope too. That's why.
I would just buy a telescope.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's not really normal for me. I guess it's just
It
it's
seems
more of
like it's
a-
normal for you to talk to your neighbors.
It's just more of like I'm curious, and then I just want to ask some questions.
Like if I have to
and they
go
get
out
interested.
to get something from my car, I look through the blinds first to see if anyone's out. And then I go.
Yeah?
I'm like, okay, it's free.
All right, run. That's what's good about starting work really early is no one's up yet.
Yeah, that is nice.
And if I'm not friends with my neighbors, I don't have to worry about my loud car exhaust pissing them off at 4 a.m. Because they don't have my number. What are they going to do? Text me?
Yeah, that's true. I got worried about that after doing that too, but also I don't think I care enough.
But they have your number.
Yeah, but I think if I'm nice enough, they're not going to care.
I think we got pretty lucky with our neighbors. Because we've had some crazy neighbors in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least he lets us know about like stuff that's going on when we're not home and stuff, which is nice.
That's fun. Is like key points of information like, hey, this happened or hey, this went wrong. But I don't want them to have the ability to text me. That's too much for me.
Didn't you add someone on Steam or both of them?
Both of them.
On Steam, too.
And
Yeah.
Xbox.
It's getting deep.
Wow.
But we haven't played. I don't think we're definitely not to that point of like playing games together.
But you hope, right?
No, I don't know. That'd be kind of weird.
They can't call the cops on you for being too loud if they're being too loud, too.
Well, when they're screaming playing Phasmo.
Yeah.
It's not that deep. It's more of just like maintaining a civil relationship with the neighbors in the event of a zombie apocalypse, I guess is what I'm doing.
I couldn't depend on neighbors in that type of situation. People are going to be freaking out.
It's a tool to be used until you don't need the tool anymore.
Look how far
Cut that.
Okay. You know how many times he said cut that?
Speaking of podcasts, do you guys watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
That's another one of those shows we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, people keep telling us to
I
watch it.
know.
They came out with a podcast too.
Oh, did they?
It's extremely
Is
funny.
Danny DeVito in it?
No, he's guest starred like once or twice. But the famous like little quote they give is cut that, cut that, cut that. And they even have like a fancy neon sign
Oh,
that
just
says
cut
cut
that.
that, cut that, cut that.
That's funny.
Well, yeah, you should cut it.
Yeah, let's cut that.
Yeah, there's a lot. I hope the mic isn't picking that up.
I hope it does.
It's just
Yeah.
like Link going on a rampage.
But anyway, so the zombie apocalypse. So
Okay. Walking Dead zombies or World War Z zombies?
Walking Dead zombies. I don't want running ones.
No?
No.
No way.
No. Yeah, no
Make it
way.
I
interesting.
could barely go up that hill when we went camping. You want me to run?
Oh my god. I was tired a week after that.
That sucked. And Sydney's just running up it like
I don't know how
nothing's
she
going
does
on.
that. How
She
did
like
she do
3
it?
times. We drove up it twice. She ran up it 3 times.
She's like, oh, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna head back and I'm gonna build something. And then she's building something. I'm like, what the heck? I'm exhausted. How is that even possible?
She's like has unlimited energy.
Is that your cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's meowing.
You still haven't seen our cat.
No. I didn't even know you had a cat
Yeah.
until you said something.
The only one of our friends that she comes out for is Joseph. Logie He's very vocal when he chews his toys and bones.
Oh, yeah.
So loud. Like, especially with squeakers. He'll find the squeaker
And just, like,
just over and over
constantly.
and over again.
Yeah, we stopped buying like squeaker toys. Just
Yeah.
couldn't do it anymore. It's so loud.
Yeah. They know too. They know it annoys us and they just keep doing it.
I love it. Or the water bottle. Do you get those toys with the water bottles inside?
Yeah.
Those like crinkling.
Yeah.
We're talking about because Link's making all this noise.
Oh,
We need to soundproof the room too.
it was so there's really expensive soundproofing stuff, but
Mhm.
like this typical wavy foam does fine.
Yeah. Especially because like Brandon has that new sound system now, so it's like vibrating.
I mean, you could rip all your walls apart and really soundproof it.
No.
I'm not doing
That's
that.
so much work.
That's a drywall patch that will never get done.
But zombie apocalypse aside, I did have a question.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just me or what, but someone who calls themselves an actual introvert, do you get exhausted having to talk to people? Like work-wise, having conversations, creating like a conversation with people. At the end of the day, do you just feel exhausted from having to talk to people?
So not work people, like from... Like,
Yes.
Okay.
Not friends. Just
Okay.
a work environment.
Yeah. Like it's really exhausting.
Yes. There's times at work where I can't tell if it's the work that I'm tired from or having to talk to people. But I try to almost forget the conversation because I did not want to have it. I don't want to remember it, and I'm tired.
Because I don't really talk to people like talking about personal stuff. It is work related.
Yeah.
But I'm in meetings, like back-to-back meetings almost all day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like the whole entire day except for like, a 30-minute break here and there. And that is absolutely exhausting because I also have to be professional too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's not this regular speak. It's like, it's work Mia speak too.
So I was going to ask, do you have a fake personality, like a work personality?
I think so. Like talking wise. Oh yeah, definitely. Because I can't just like say whatever, you
Yeah.
know? And if someone like pisses me off, I can't be like, you're pissing me off.
Yeah.
So it's very diplomatic and you have to choose your words very wisely. So it's like, you ever see those reels where it's like, what does it say? Like where they're saying one phrase, but this is how they say it at work.
Yeah.
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 It's like very accurate.
Yeah, having to catch myself and not say what I really want to say. Or just having to actually talk to a person when I would just much rather leave.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, God. All right, here we go.
Just cut that.
Yeah, cut that.
He's not usually this loud. I don't know why when people come over, he just like goes on a rampage.
Are you not giving him enough attention?
He gets plenty
He
of
gets
attention.
plenty. He's spoiled. But yeah, it is a fake personality. She's definitely more confident too, less anxious.
Yeah.
Very, business lady, breaking that glass ceiling.
Yeah.
But like, real Mia is like riddled with anxiety and hates people. I can't talk to anyone. I can't do small talk. We had a baby shower on Thursday.
Ooh.
Did you have to hold it?
It.
No, it's not born yet.
Oh yeah, it's a baby shower.
It's
Never
a baby
mind.
shower. Yeah.
I don't know how that's the word.
Cut that.
Yeah, cut it.
Everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people are like, can we bring our kids? Because now that everyone works from home, no one does daycare and it's summertime. So no one, kids aren't at school. And then HR did like an automatic, no, it's a liability. And I was like, thank God. Because can you imagine all the kids that would show up and then all the people
Not only that, but then it turns into not the only conversation is about the kids. Oh, my kid does this. My kid does this.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
And I'm like, my dog does this.
Yeah.
It's the same as having a dog. That's what you should
Oh
tell
my
them.
god, that would be the most.
Yes.
No, people would go crazy.
I think it's harder raising a dog.
Because they never grow out of being a child.
I've noticed with work, I tend to have the same sort of talking points that kind of it almost limits the amount of conversation I have with people, and I just stick with it. It's almost like a checklist of say this so they can't say anything else, and I can get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never expand on a question they ask. So like, hey, how are you doing? Just living the dream, and that's it. They can't say anything.
I usually say, doing great, thanks.
Yeah.
And then walk away.
But the problem with that is oh, it's going good.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. See, with like making a joke out of it, of like living the dream, they laugh, and that's it. There's no follow up. You don't have to conversate with people.
Yeah. I try not to do like, good, how are you? You know, the back and forth.
That's dangerous.
Do you have to talk to like your coworkers, or is it like clients or
Clients.
Mm.
Customers. Yeah. And it's without sharing too much, I see roughly 20 different people a day.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
One
So
day.
it's people that, how it works is I see a lot of people, they see the few of us a lot, and I'm horrible with names, horrible with remembering anything. So they all know us because it's like 5 or 6 people, but we see hundreds of people over a week. And so they know us pretty well. I have no clue what their name is. I don't remember the last time I saw them. And it tends to always be, oh, you remember that one thing we did, that job that we just did? Or, hey, how's this going? And I don't remember who you are. Can I go now?
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel with work too, because when we do go in person, we have a lot of new people.
Yeah.
And like not to make this like seem racist, but our developers are usually men that are from India, and they all like to hang out, like huddle in one group too, so they're all together, and they all introduce me at the same time. And so the next time I saw them, I didn't know who was who.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is so embarrassing. But they know me because I'm like 1 out of 3 Asian ladies, like, at work.
I don't know if the word is stereotype or stuff, but like, I just call everyone bud or man. Like, what's up, man? Or what's up, bud? So I never
You don't
have to remember a name. It's just, what's up, bud? Or have a good one, bud. So they just know me as the guy that calls them bud.
Okay. You're the bud guy.
Yeah.
They
I'm
all
the bud
feel
guy.
special, but they don't all know that they're all being called bud.
Exactly. Makes them feel special, takes the work away from me.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at names.
I'm horrible with it. I can remember a face, never put a name to it.
There's till this day, there's still this lady that I used to work with who would say hi, or like we're on LinkedIn together too. Oh no, not LinkedIn. No, because then I would know her name. But I don't know. She still says hi to me, but it's been like 8 years. I don't know her name.
That's
And
gonna
it's
make
too late to ask.
Yeah, that's going to
You know?
make a really awkward conversation when you have to
What's your
introduce her.
name?
8 years from now.
There's been many times, whether it's distant friends or just people I know, and if I'm ever with Sydney, I have to like, oh, hey, this is Sydney, and then you have to kind of do the polite thing of this is this person.
Yeah.
And I just kind of try to drag it out as much as possible so they introduce themselves
Like, hi,
for
I'm,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of have to do that sometimes.
It can get awkward.
Well, you don't deal with 20 different customers every day.
Fortunately, well, I don't know if it's fortunately, but what I deal with on a personal level with people is much more personal. I guess. That's a good way to put it.
Personally.
As far as like customer service goes, it's usually more personal for me, and I kind of have to get to know these people.
Well, you also get people that you work with a lot, like you've known for years.
Yeah, like repeat customers and stuff, and that goes hand in hand with like getting to know them when you first meet them.
It's almost
to get
necessary.
the repeat business. Yeah, the repeat business.
You're in their home too,
Yeah.
so you kind of have to.
So like the thing is, like if I work in someone's home, my first thought is to look around in their home, see what their home is like, and find things to start conversations with, to talk to them, so that they like me.
Yeah.
I kind of have to do that.
Yeah, that's what I used to do in the office, is look at people's cubicles.
Okay.
And just see like what they have, like, oh, this person's really into this, or like,
Because you're in someone's home, it's very vulnerable for them to have a stranger in their home, so you want to make them feel comfortable, and you also want them to like you because you want them to use you again later. So I kind of have to be social.
You like it though. Brandon has stayed and talked to a customer for like an hour before.
Well,
he talks to his neighbor. He has his neighbor's phone number.
Yeah.
But I used that technique the other day. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it in detail, but it's a politician in California did a work at his house, and lots of security, and it got kind of awkward, and I was trying to sit there like, how do I make this a little less awkward? And I saw that they had bird cages.
Oh, okay.
And so one of the, I guess, handlers, I guess you could call it, one of the people that works for this person, they were kind of upset with me, like they're strict. So I just tried to break the ice of, oh, do they have birds? And apparently this person loves the birds. So then it went from them hating me or worried about me because I'm not a part of them to, oh yeah, they have this bird and this bird and this bird. And I'm like, okay, cool. Whew, not going to get shot today.
Yeah. So we can't really do that virtually anymore. It's been kind of hard, like,
Can you
connecting
send me
with
a
people.
picture of your cubicle before we talk?
Just
or like
give me a video of your
you
house.
Zoom chat them, but they have the blurred background, so
Yeah.
you can't even see anything.
Well, that's the thing. It's not mandatory for us to be on camera either. So there's some people I don't even know what they look like. Yeah.
Have you ever talked with someone on the phone numerous times and then met them and went, you are nothing like I pictured?
Yeah.
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 That's weird. Like some people have like a very deep voice, but then because when I think of deep voice, I think of like a big, giant guy.
Yeah.
But this person's like really short and small, and I was like, that doesn't match.
Yeah,
Something's
hi,
wrong.
I'm so-and-so. Nice to meet you. No, you're not. I'm looking for someone else.
You don't meet the height requirement.
So you have to verbally explore someone's interests.
Yeah, you'd have to but it's not like in the office where people can just talk to each other. Like I'm not gonna call someone up just to be like, hey, how are you doing?
How you doing?
Because it's always a business or a work related.
Yeah, when we meet, it's usually work related.
Know them.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't put on that fake voice over the phone. I have to see like facial expressions to make sure I'm not pissing them off. And
yeah, I think it's been a little detrimental because people like take things the wrong way because I IM each other a lot too, but you can't tell what the tone is.
yeah,
And so some people have gotten in trouble, but then they get on a phone call or they like video chat each other and they're like, oh, okay, that's what you meant.
yeah. Text is a very dangerous form of communication.
Yeah, definitely for that reason.
But I prefer it talking to a lot of people because I'm not obligated to immediately continue the conversation. Okay, I'm going to take a break from this. I'll get back to them later.
Yeah, it works out for people that I guess aren't thinking about it that way, but then there are a lot of people who read way too much into your text message.
Yeah.
And then that's when it's dangerous.
That's kind of the problem we're having at work too, is like there's a lot of sensitive people.
No.
Very sensitive. Oh my God.
Really?
It's been very frustrating lately because it's like I don't know. Like I just do my job, right? I do what's on my duty statement. I put my head down and I do my job. But some people, and I don't want to care about people's emotions, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, just do your job. Like this, I don't think they'll ever listen, but like sometimes people get upset with one of my staff members because she's very blunt, to the point. She doesn't care about people's emotions. She's just like, you know, very straightforward. And she's had like complaints because of that demeanor. They want her to like soften her voice, be a little nicer, say things nicer. And I'm like, honestly, if you just did your job right the first time, she wouldn't bother you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not a thing anymore, though. It's not just show up, do your job, do it well. There's a lot of feelings involved.
Yeah. Don't be too mean.
Yeah.
But then also it's like, don't be a PU55Y either.
Cut that.
Well, especially with construction, is a lot of blue collar workers, we make fun of people to pass time by. And so you get that mentality of like making fun of people is just, it means
it's just
no
fun.
harm. It's for fun. But then when you finish the work and go back to the office, or you talk to the homeowner, whatever it may be, it's hard to transition from purposely giving someone shit to having to pretend to care about someone's feelings.
Oh, yeah. The mind shift.
I don't know, I'm pretty good at that.
He's pretended to care about us forever.
For 16 years. Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
16 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Right?
You're not tired of him?
16 years too long.
I feel like we've merged into like, we're
One
becoming
person.
one person, you know? Because we were at my friend's house one time, and she's like, you know, you guys laugh the same. And I was like, what? Really? But we just like, yeah, I don't know.
Can you legally do that? Just become one person?
Corgis they're very vocal.
One of Sydney's coworkers got a Doberman Husky mix.
Oh, really? What does that look like?
She knows what it looks like. I don't. But I could not imagine that. A very smart, hyper Doberman mixed with a very vocal Husky.
Just like talking the whole time.
Yeah, no
Just
thank
loud.
you.
Because Link, he'll grunt or he'll sigh. He just like makes noises all the time.
Loki whines.
He whines.
He is such a whiner. He'll stand in front of you, dead stare, and just whine. It's painful.
I heard him in the morning when we were camping.
Yeah.
Like he was just whining. I think he wanted to get out.
Yeah. He's a baby.
Yeah. He is a big baby. He's cute though. Everyone's gonna ask you something.
What's my favorite color?
Is it red?
No.
It's not?
That would be second. Okay. What's the rule? White is no color, black is all colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does black count as a color, though?
Yeah?
Then black?
Okay, that was gonna be my second guess.
Okay.
Oh, it is your package.
He's just going to proceed to ignore what's going on here.
No, I'm
You're gonna make all this noise now.
That's how to get my knife. It's very big.
Thank you.
Wanna see my knife?
I like knives.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
a
Don't
little
send me
baby
videos.
knife.
Yeah?
Oh shit! I almost got my leg. It's just like the camping trip all over again.
Jeez.
I remember watching Brennan with his axe, or was it with the axe? He was chopping something, and he like missed the log completely, almost hit his toe, and that awkward moment of looking up like, was anyone watching me?
Good
Good thing he has steel-toed boots.
He
on.
wasn't wearing
Oh, you
them.
weren't?
No.
Oh my god.
I used to have a fancy like glass case with a bunch of knives I was collecting.
Oh, like a showcase or whatever, or not a showcase, what are they called?
Yeah. I even got into the hobby of like wet stoning.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can we sharpen our knives then?
Probably. I practiced on my kitchen knife and did decent. Definitely didn't do good, I guess. It's still ran the test. So when I first got the knife, you do like the test or the fancy test of putting a tomato on its side.
Oh, yeah, and slicing it.
I was still able to almost do that when I rehoned it, but not quite. I really want to get one of those fancy sharpness testers with the dental floss.
String.
Yeah. And I'll just sharpen it for hours, test it, redo it, test it. Yeah.
Get a razor blade sharp.
Yeah.
I want to do that too, but I have too many hobbies.
I have too many hobbies, yeah.
There's something about setting it up and just sitting there focusing on it that's really fun to me. Just maybe throwing on like a YouTube video or Netflix or whatever it may be, or the Talkative Introvert podcast, and just sitting and zoning out and just focusing on it. It's very relaxing to me.
Are you the type of person that picks up a bunch of hobbies, do it, and then don't touch it again?
Oh yeah.
Impulsive hobbyist?
Yes. That's why I'm scared with my current hobby. It's a very expensive hobby. And I'm hoping I don't randomly grow out of it. I don't think I will, but that tends to be the route I take.
Yeah, that's the same for us. Like,
well, my general rule is I have 3 main hobbies, and then I have my side hobbies that are ones that just come and go, and then sometimes I come back to them.
Like this giant 3D printer?
That is one of them.
Yeah.
It hasn't been touched since, I don't know.
I do want to make stuff, though.
See, that's the problem. I would love to do a lot, but then I know it's going to be a hobby I do once and forget about.
Also, I'm just so mentally drained at the end of the day that I just... See, I used to only have 2 carts. Now I have 5. Just stuff. And then recently I got into keyboards. I want to get a new keyboard.
Oh yeah, she's looking at keycrons.
No. I'd have to look it up.
She likes the custom keyboards.
I'll send you a picture of mine, and I'll send you a link to the keyboard place that I use. So nice.
Okay.
So is your...
Well, right now I just have like the Corsair one, but the one I was gonna get or thinking of getting is the Keychron Q5 Pro, because it's wireless and wired, and it could connect to 3 different
Don't you
computers.
want the low profile keys too, like this one?
No.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not gonna get that.
I love it.
So do you like bouncing between your keys? Like the type of key?
Oh, the
Like
what are they called?
linear and tactile? Or?
Yeah,
and then they have
not the
different
tactile.
weights
I was gonna get the linear.
Okay.
That's what you have now, right?
Yeah.
It's linear.
The one I got, it's an aluminum frame.
Yeah.
So it's nice and heavy, shiny.
Yeah.
And then it's hot swappable, so you can change the whatever the hell it's called anytime you want. Pop in new different, whether it's linear, tactile, and then you can change everything to it. It's fully customizable and it's not noisy, so you can still have like the keystroke itself.
They have like the dampening. Whatever.
Yeah, so it's not like plasticky. Like everything sounds the way it should sound. Mm-hmm. It's so nice. I even got. We were playing Fortnite the other day, and it was just me. So I had like 3 other people watching. And they're like, "I can hear your keyboard." I'm like, good. That's why I got it.
Yeah.
That was another hobby for me at one point.
It's a
keyboards.
Massive thing. There's there's just so much. I was like
weird,
overstimulated because I was watching a bunch of videos and reading forums and stuff. And I started following different forums on Reddit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a whole thing.
Yeah,
like people have like shelves full of like different keycaps and yeah, it's a lot.
It's dangerous when you have adult money.
Mm-hmm. And no kids.
Yeah. What is it?
Dinks.
Yeah,
Dinks.
dinks.
Oh. There's another one.
Oh, with
Double
dog.
With
income.
dog, yeah.
Yeah. Or I don't remember, but it includes dog somewhere in there.
It's like Dinkwad with
Yeah,
a dog.
Dinkelberg.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dinkwad.
Dinkwad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Double
scary.
income, no kids with a dog.
The current slow truck I have, that was a big thing for me. I spent
Yeah.
months of just dumping money into it. And then it got to a point where it was drivable and usable. And I almost not gave up, but lost interest in it because I'm like, oh, well, a lot of it's done. What do I do now?
Yeah.
It's good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough.
I've had my time with it. It's good enough.
Yeah, luckily I have a hobby friend in the current hobby I have that's forcing me-
dangerous.
Yeah, but it also prevents my friends from moving to Texas,
Yeah.
Well, it
or at least prolongs it a little bit.
it helps make it a much more fun hobby too when there is another person that enjoys it.
Yeah, because I couldn't imagine going by myself to a place like that. That's a lot of something I don't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And making those purchases. Having someone going, yeah, you should do that. Like, okay, yes, I will.
Terrible.
Yeah, and having
So
someone
bad.
just as excited about it too is so much fun.
Would
There's
that be
something fun
cool?
about it.
Yeah,
It's like,
that'd be really
yeah,
cool.
This is so cool. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah. Oh, here, try it. Come on.
You're like that peer pressure friend.
It's not peer pressure. It's
No,
just
it's
like
positive
fun.
influence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. What would you chalk up to a lot of your hobbies failing or being disregarded? Not having a positive influence?
That's a good question.
Oh, I don't have any friends that share the same hobbies as I. Oh no, Leia, I guess, but not really, because her hobbies are different.
But if you had someone
like
with the
crafting.
same hobby, you would keep doing it, right? Probably.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Because it's someone to share the experience
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what makes it even more fun. It's like
Look at my
the
poor
hobby's
financial
fun,
decision.
and then it's like twice as fun when someone's just as excited about it.
I think I just get I hyper focus on something, read up all about it, watch videos, and then once I've mastered it, even though it's not perfect, I'm like, okay, well I did that.
Yeah.
And you're
So I'm gonna
over
go to
it.
the next one. Yeah. You
I
know.
spent so much time trying to find a keyboard that I would like, and it's going from all of the different keys, like the cherries, like all the different cherry lines, trying to find
Mimic
which one I
cherry.
would like. And I spent so much time figuring out what I wanted before I wanted it. And then once I got it, liked it, even made a little tweaks, I was like, okay, well, what do I do now?
I think the problem I'm scared of, though, with getting a new keyboard, so I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm like, well, what if I don't like this part, so I'm going to get a new part, then what am I going to do with all these other parts? And then it's just going to grow a collection of different keyboard parts.
But
I think that's what makes it fun. Is having a shelf full of stuff that you're never going to use again, but you can say you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need a
That's
bigger
like-
house.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like.
No?
No,
Okay.
just don't open the closet.
Oh, have you seen Brandon's
I
closet?
haven't seen in that closet. I'm tempted to see in that closet now.
Open it.
We had to
It's
switch
just a skeleton
closets.
of hobbies.
Yeah. That's where hobbies go to die. The closet.
But is it a hobby though if the only purpose is to serve an end goal for you versus a hobby that's something that you enjoy and you will always enjoy? Like the keyboard, for example. So you're looking for a specific keyboard. Once you get that keyboard that you're looking for, even though you have to go through the process of being involved with that hobby of keyboard to get the one that you want, and once you have it, you're over it. Is that considered a hobby?
I think so. Because it was fun and enjoyable to do all of the research and practice and whatever it may be to find what I wanted. I didn't think it was going to end the moment I found what I wanted. I thought it was going to keep going.
Okay.
Also, like, your preferences and the things you like change. So at some point, Danny could be like, oh, I don't like how that sounds anymore.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting too much crap for it. I need a different one.
Because, I mean, how many keyboards have we gone through already?
Well, I had the one and it broke, and then that's why I got that one. But
Oh, well, I've gone through multiple, so...
Same with any form of computer thing. I think it's maybe stuff that didn't necessarily die, but it's being put on hold to like pick it back up again. Currently, I have a pretty decent setup, but up until that, it was a lot of research, practice, videos, all that of finding what I wanted, and it just happened to die when I found what I wanted. But I can see it changing over time, like Mike's.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite happy with the one I have, but I'm not ready to pick that up as a hobby yet. But
Those things evolve,
Yeah.
you know? There's always
So-
the new thing.
would you say those would be considered like intermittent hobbies?
Sure, they're on standby till I need them again.
And then there's like your main hobbies, like cars, for example, something that you're always going to be into.
That's the same thing though, like at least with the car or the truck I have, a lot of it is big ticket items I need, like big purchases, so I have to put it on the back burner. I still enjoy the truck and enjoy using it, but the hobby of fixing it up and working on it has to be put on the side because I can't make those big ticket items yet.
But would you say that's different from a hobby like Mike's, where it's when you find something that you like, then you'll get it, and then that's...
I mean, how do you
that,
define
or-
hobby?
Yeah,
I don't know, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Oh.
is
I think
how
it's
do you
just
define what types of hobbies are what?
I don't know. I think it's just something you enjoy to do. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do that. That's cheating.
I just want to know what the definition is.
Would it be a
Oh, okay.
Wait, don't tell me. Okay. The Webster's Dictionary definition. I don't know.
Okay.
Would it be a okay, I give up. What was it?
Where did it go?
Something that you enjoy that you like to spend a lot of money on.
Yes, money is the main thing.
An activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure.
Leisure time for pleasure. But what if I can't have that leisure time because in order to have that leisure time it costs money, but I still enjoy it when I do it?
I think that's a you problem, that you just don't have the money for it. But I don't think it detracts it from being a hobby.
Okay, so
Napping is free.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love napping. That's a great hobby.
So I think for me and her, we can safely say that Mike's keyboards, anything computer, is still a hobby, but we're just not doing it right now.
Okay.
So I don't think it's like a hobby doesn't have to be something you have to do every single day.
Yeah, it's
Right.
just something
You know.
that in leisure time you
Yeah.
enjoy talking or doing.
That's kind of what I was trying to figure out. Like what is considered a hobby?
Anything.
Yeah, anything that doesn't necessarily serve a purpose but you enjoy doing. I mean, I guess the keyboard thing. Well, technically, I have 2 keyboards already, so I don't have to get one, but I want to.
That, I think, qualifies as hobby because you enjoy researching and
Yeah.
looking at all that. We don't need your negativity.
I'm not being negative. I'm just.
Don't pick us apart.
You're talking to the wrong person that's had too many hobbies and spent too much money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am glad the current hobby I have, that is your current hobby too.
It will be for a long time.
Yeah.
It has been for a long time.
It definitely made it easier and more enjoyable because there is certain hobbies out there that I wish I had someone that knew about it so I didn't just dive into it empty-handed. Because there's a few things out there that I wish I could have done but didn't do because I was just so lost trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I tell Mia about that all the time. I wish I had someone to do a specific hobby with.
So, okay.
There's no one I knew that was into it or would ever get into it or could even afford to get into it.
I have a question. It's kind of related, but like, you know how we were talking earlier, how did we start becoming friends again? I don't know how to say again, but like got closer, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think, at least for you and Brandon, you guys just got closer because you found out you guys had the same or similar interest?
But that's new. That's not.
Yeah, because we worked together for a while and we were still at least very good acquaintances before.
And we started talking and I felt like, getting to know each other more before that even became a thing.
And I think the hobby...
Which is like the cherry on top.
Like accelerated it. Yeah.
It really kind of was like the cherry on top. It just kind of finished the process of, okay, you're cool.
I think for, like, because we were talking about how we were kind of excited to connect with, like, go on the camping trip.
Yeah.
Because, like, after, like, what things, like, Brandon tells me about you guys, like, you guys are very similar to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't know couples that are like us. Like, we know other couples, obviously, but no one like us, if that makes sense.
That's, like, the biggest thing is that, at least to me, is that similarity.
Yeah, and then understanding that you guys are a lot like us, and if something happens where a plan gets canceled or whatever it may be, it's like, okay, well, we would have done the same thing.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I don't have to worry about them getting all upset and bothered about it or whatever. You know, it's like, I know exactly what they're thinking too. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
you know?
I think finding people on your sort of wavelength is tough.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much easier to be friends when you can just kind of match that wavelength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of goes without saying too. It's just, you just kind of know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Because not to make me sound like I'm special or unique, but
You're super special.
I don't know anyone like me. And
Yeah.
I don't know a whole lot of people like Brandon either.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I don't care to go out. I don't care to do things. I would love to sit at home and do nothing. Just sit in my computer room and do nothing.
Brandon's mom thinks it's weird that we don't do anything on the weekends.
Yeah, she gets upset and she'll always tell me, like, you need to take Mia out. You need to do this and that. And I'm like, she does what I like to do.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go out. Then I have to get ready.
Yeah.
Then we have to find a place. And then it's always too loud at that place.
Yeah.
You just play video games? Is Mia like that? She's playing with me.
Yeah. It was her idea.
What more do you want?
I get crap from family all the time of like, how would you get out and do more stuff instead of playing video games? Like, that's what I want to do. I don't want to go out.
Like, why do I have to?
Yeah. Come on.
I'm gonna say
that I'm your best guest ever, and this is your greatest episode ever.
it's gonna get like 1 million downloads. This is what's gonna make me famous.
Yes.
Hey, you never know. I mean, there's probably a lot of people like us that just don't.
Because they don't
Come
go
out of
out,
the
so we
woodwork.
don't see them.
Yeah.
That's true. That could be true. Because I'm not gonna go up to another couple like at a bar and be like, "Hey, be our couple friend."
Yeah.
Like, hey,
You know,
you
that's
guys
weird.
do you guys like staying at home and playing video games? Clearly not. If they're out at a
Yeah.
bar.
Because sometimes we think about it too. You know, like on Friday nights, we're like, "Should we go out? Should we go to the bars? And should we go like, you know, go have dinner?" And then we'll go do it. And then we're like, "We should just go home."
Yes. That's like the weekly routine of maybe let's plan something for Friday night when we get off, and then the week goes on, stuff piles up, Friday happens.
Yeah.
It's like, well, the week was kind of tough. How about we order pizza and drink beer at home?
But the week is tough like every week.
Yeah. And which is fine. It's not like we regret not doing anything. We would
Yeah.
much rather prefer doing nothing.
Yeah, you just open up DoorDash and turn your PC on.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Like my goal
Or you
is
could do
to
the
make.
masochist thing and then try and go out and then hate it and then go home and wish that you didn't go out.
And then you wasted that time and money, like going out.
Yeah. Well, and at least for like drinking wise, water, not alcohol. Just the worry of like, if I am gonna drink, I have to get an Uber, and then just the whole process of it. If I'm at home, I can drink and eat and do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you watch a movie, you can talk,
Yeah. Pause it, rewind.
go to the bathroom, you
Yeah.
know, and pause it. Yeah.
Order whatever you want.
Shove food in my face and not worry about getting judged. That's the big thing.
Not wear pants.
Yeah, that's the greatest. The moment you walk in, it's just woof.
Yeah. You know, I want to make our house like so comfortable that you don't want to leave.
Yeah, there's no reason to leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what the Clips 5.1 surround sound system is for.
Oh, plug? Shameless plug?
Yep, shameless plug. That's what it's for.
You sponsored?
Not
Sponsored by
sponsored.
Eclipse speakers.
I wish.
You know how they say like opposites attract?
Yeah.
And that would imply like an extrovert likes an introvert, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't sit there and be with someone that wants to go out and talk to people and do things. How about no?
Yeah. Cause that's why Brandon's mom and I don't know, I guess your stepdad work so well, because they love going out. They love going to
Yeah.
restaurants, driving going out of town, and they'll drive for hours and go anywhere and everywhere, and they want to. And I'm like, that's dandy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like playing video games and staying at home.
Yeah. It's much more fun.
I mean, that's why we built this room,
yeah.
you know?
We dedicated 2 rooms of our house to games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we pay every month to have this place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy a house and then go travel. The house is useless at that point.
Traveling's exhausting.
Yeah. I mean,
exhausting.
I would love to go see places and do things. But even thinking about prepping for that, we were going to go to Paris.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't get our passports in time.
Oh.
Leading up to it was fun, looking at restaurants and all that. But then as it got closer, thinking about the actual process of it, of a 20-ish hour flight, and then being in a country that really doesn't like Americans, and then the whole process of like, man, it's going to be fun, but this is going to suck. And I would still love to go and visit places, but just thinking about it, it's like, I like my house.
It's tiring. Just like being in the airport.
Yeah, like when we went to Texas, that was exhausting.
God, we knocked out.
Like the last couple days wasn't even fun anymore.
Camping
We were
for
only
a
there
day.
for 5 days, right? 5 days. And like the last 2 or 3 days, it was like, I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
I kind of want to just go home now.
That seems
Yeah.
to be the theme, though, regardless of the type of person, of planning a vacation because you're tired of home,
Yeah.
getting to that vacation, and then realizing you much rather be home.
I mean, there's some people who really do actually love traveling.
Well, yeah. of
Like they
course,
go
but it's not me.
backpacking.
Yeah.
It's definitely
The,
not
the
me.
people I care about and respect opinions on, it's not them.
Because when I used to work at the yogurt place, the owner's daughter literally does not have a house or apartment or anything. She just has her backpack and she just travels, and she just like calls her dad every once in a while to let him know where she's at. And one time she was like in China, and then she was like a waitress in Lake Tahoe, and just
Should
like
be China.
I don't know. I'm like, how do you get money?
Why would you do any of that, though?
I know, like
I can't do that.
there's no home. She doesn't have a home.
Yeah, there's no
Her
place
backpack
to
is her
just
home.
go and relax. You're always on edge, having the plan, But then there's that type of person who's like, just live life free.
Yeah,
roll
live,
with the
laugh, love.
punches. Yeah, live, laugh, love.
I'm like, I like home. I miss my bed, you know?
Yeah, that's the best part of the day.
Yeah, it is. A cold beer and a bed and TV.
Yeah.
All at once.
Yeah, all at once.
This dog. All right. Well, we've been going for like over, what was it? An hour and a half.
Oh, really?
And I need to pee.
Oh.
Okay, well, hurry up because I gotta pee.
Oh my God. All right. Ready to
I'm
end
gonna pee
this?
first.
No, I'm going to go pee. Okay. Bye, everyone.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
No. Cut it. We're cutting that.
Cut
Bye.
that, cut that, cut that.